Hi, my name is Christina Mendez, and today I'll be speaking about compensation and how often employees are discontent as they compare themselves with others in the workplace. And this is for MPA 540 Public Personnel Management. So, I think it would be beneficial to explain a little bit about compensation. And there are different forms of compensation that an employer can provide, and they can be monetary or things like benefits or perks that an employer will use to incentivize the employee to continue to work there or to even accept employment. So, it can be things like healthcare, eye vision insurance. It can be dental insurance, retirement plans, things of that nature. And so employers use different approaches to pay, and some of these can be skill-based pay, differentials, bonuses. They can be cost of living adjustments, merit-based pay, or longevity pay. And with all of these approaches, there's different areas where an employee may become discontent with their employer, specifically with cost of living adjustments. A lot of times, employers aren't actually increasing the pay timely or not at all. They're not increasing the pay with inflation or with merit-based pay. Perhaps the compensation isn't meeting the value of the merit per se, and the longevity pay. Um, Oftentimes, this is step-based pay. So essentially, there's this fixed pay or starting point, and every year the employee may get a raise, a set raise for everybody in that department in that specific job. However, where an employee would be discontent is when they see they're putting out exceptional work and the person next to them is putting out subpar work. And they would become discontent with the employer or the situation because essentially the other person isn't putting out work that is that great and they're getting the same pay. So in this instance, an employee may hope for merit-based pay because they're comparing themselves to the person next to them and noticing the differences in the work and how um, they're not being recognized for the work that they are putting out. And so in the book, they also talk about this. They relate it to what's called an equity theory. So um, basically, when an employee is completing work, they take action based on their perception of the possible successes that they're having. And so they basically are putting out work hoping for the recognition or the pay to increase based on what they're doing. And unfortunately, this causes more discontent because the employee is going to pay the same way every single year because they are based on a longevity type compensation style. And so it would be beneficial for the employee to understand the type of compensation approach that is being taken by the employer so that they are not finding themselves in this state of discontent. And it's beneficial for the employer to understand the needs of their employees and potentially evaluating what approach would be best for the type of organization that they're running. And so I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch my presentation. I hope you learned a little bit about compensation and why employees often are discontent when they compare themselves with others in the workplace. Um, Thank you.